Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining. This is Sunil here. Can you hear me? Please confirm in the chat box. I welcome you all to this first session on DevOps AWS course. Can you hear me? Please confirm in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you very much for your responses. Thank you very much for your responses. I welcome you all to yet another exciting session on AWS. Thank you for your responses. Let's stop the chat so that we can focus on the training. Let us stop the chat so that we can focus on the training. Yes. Okay. So welcome you all to this first day on AWS course. As usual, it's a record break this time. 2,700 participants joined in this batch. Okay, so congratulations for everybody who is making this big. Okay. What's our agenda for today's session? What's our agenda for today's session? I will give you introduction about myself. I'll give introduction about myself. Followed with, I'll have introduction of some of the participants. Obviously cannot be with all the participants. I'll randomly pick up some participants and let's have an interaction with some of the participants. Let's have their experience, specific reason why are they planning to learn AWS. And then we'll jump into the actual concepts. What is AWS? Even though you're completely zero in AWS. My dear participants, even though you're completely zero in AWS, that's not a problem. There's no prerequisite, in fact. You may be from the non-IT industry, but still you'll understand what is AWS. So you'll understand, let's jump into the concepts of AWS. What is cloud platform? Why cloud platform is booming? What are the advantages of the cloud platform? I'll explain the course contents which are covered as part of the training course and what are the target audiences for this particular training. So all these concepts will be cleared as part of today's session. Okay. As all these concepts will be cleared as part of today's session. Yes. Thank you. I'll have a quick introduction about myself. My name is Sunil. I'm based out of Hyderabad. I have total 10 years of experience in the IT industry. First 4 years, I worked in Oracle Applications Platform as a techno-functional consultant. And then later, I have shifted my technology from Oracle Applications to AWS and DevOps. So 6 years of experience, close to 6 years of experience I'm having in AWS and DevOps industry, and 4 years of experience as an Oracle Applications techno-functional consultant. And I'm providing training from more than 6 to 7 years. So this is about quick introduction about myself. Okay, this is about quick introduction about myself. Okay, so let's have introduction about the participants, some of the participants. Definitely we cannot have all the participants introduction. So let's have introduction of some of the participants. All the participants who are planning to have their introduction, please raise your hand. Whoever wants to introduce themselves. Okay, so please raise their hands. Okay, so let's start with Amit Krishnan. Good evening, Amit. How are you? Welcome to the session. Can I have your introduction?
Yeah, myself, Amit. I am basically belong to Kerala, but I'm staying in Delhi.
Okay.
Basically, I have a work experience of 3.7 years in support engineer, as a support engineer.
Okay.
And the technologies that I was dealing is with Linux and SQL. Okay. So currently, I am planning to move into AWS. So that's why I joined this course.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Amit. How do you happen to know about this training?
Actually, I have happened to know by one of my LinkedIn colleagues.
He shared you these details. Okay. Yeah. So you know AWS or it's completely new to you?
No, I know some of basics part because I have some basic understanding on DevOps. So on that part, I have worked on the EC2 tools in AWS.
Okay. What about other services?
So other, I don't have much idea.
Okay, you have basic knowledge on
yeah.
System. Okay. Okay. So welcome, Amit. Welcome to the session. I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the training. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Rudrayam, good evening.
Good evening, Sunil. Rudrayam.
Yes,
actually,
Rudra.
I'm from DevOps
okay.
batch.
Welcome, Rudra. Okay. Thank you for joining AWS also. Combination does very good. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Yes. So you directly joined DevOps and now you're upgrading to AWS,
yes,
right?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
I hope you'll have a wonderful learning experience as usual, like DevOps.
Yeah,
okay. Thank you, Rudra.
Anil, I can ask a DevOps question now.
Specific to AWS, you are welcome.
It is not like morning DevOps. I try to ask, but
yes, tell me.
Actually, yes, I'm trying to connect it. It is showing the connection refused after creating the password.
Okay, you'll understand it. Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank
I
you,
will.
sir.
Okay, thank you. Nadeem Ahmed. Good evening, Nadeem. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, Nadeem. Thank you for joining. May I know your location and your experience, please?
Absolutely. I'm basically from Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir.
Okay.
So I'm new to this batch. I'm basically from networking domain.
Very good.
Now I want to shift to web, this Amazon Web Service, AWS. It's all
Okay.
because the amount of experience, the amount of opportunities that you get in Amazon Web Services. Because I have seen one of my friends, he was in networking domain and he recently shifted to this AWS, and now he's getting a good amount of money. Thus, he's getting good amount of experience in the
And
same field.
very good,
And
because
that,
this is the latest in the market, Nadeem. Okay.
absolutely, this is the latest technology in the market. That's what he told me. He told me about the opportunities that we have here in this domain. So I guess that's the thing that motivated me to be here.
Good, Nadeem. So you will have definitely a success story after completing this batch. Okay.
Definitely.
Because
I
especially
don't
in the
know.
IT, especially in the IT industry, upgrading ourselves is something very important, isn't it?
Absolutely. And so
Okay.
you
Because the
need to be upgrade. You need to upgrade yourself with time, because
yes.
you can't rely on the same technology every time.
Yes. How many years of experience you're having?
I don't have too much of experience. I have around 5 to 6 months of experience in
Okay.
networking.
Okay.
So that's a good amount of experience. If I'm talking about in that perspective.
Very good.
But talking about Amazon AWS, it's very good. It's a great opportunity in the market right now. So if you are good enough with your skills, and if you are good enough to learn all the things which are mandatory in this domain.
How do you
I
happen to
can-
know about this training?
Yeah, I got to
From your friend?
happen. Yeah, through a friend. Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
He
Thank you,
suggested
Nadeem.
me about you. So I just want to ask one more thing. I don't know even an A of this AWS.
You may be zero in AWS. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. I
Yeah,
already have mentioned.
I
I
know a
already have
little bit
mentioned
about.
this point.
Absolutely, I know a little bit about this technology that we have right now in the market, but I know about its advantage, the boon platform that it provides to its candidates. So I guess it will be interesting to go through a training.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Nadeem.
Thanks. Take it.
Okay. This time, let's try from any international participant. Generally, it's very difficult to identify with the name, but that's okay. Good evening, Murthy Narsimha. Welcome to the session. How are you doing? You are allowed to unmute, Murthy Narsimha. I can see your hand raised. You are now allowed to unmute yourself and you can talk.
Can you hear me right?
Yes, we can hear you, Murthy. Good evening.
Good evening. Hi. Actually, I'm totally new to this entire IT field.
Very
I
good.
don't know
Okay.
about anything about AWS. So one of my friend who actually is my friend who is working for an BPO company.
Okay.
So he have started the AWS and he got new job and he advised me to
He
join
successfully changed it from the
AWS.
call center industry to
Yes,
to
to
AWS
IT
cloud,
sector.
IT industry. Okay.
Yeah.
Easy
Yeah.
from my old
So yeah,
participant, Murthy?
I think my friend have given this.
Okay.
He shared me that video.
Okay. So Murthy, so congratulations. First, you will also hopefully you will also have a success journey. Okay. You should be focused and you should do hands-on regularly. That's very important. Okay.
Sure.
All the best for
Yeah,
your
yeah.
career transformation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Pragati Jain. Good evening. Welcome to the session. Can we have your introduction?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My name is Pragati Jain. I am currently in my pre-final year I'm
Oh,
pursuing
God.
my bachelor technology.
Okay, good, good. Okay, so you're learning very early, Pragati.
Yeah,
Good,
it's like the demand now.
good. Okay, good. All the best. You know anything about AWS?
No, sir, I don't know anything about this.
No problem. You'll be comfortable. Thank you, Pragati, for joining session.
Thank you, sir.
Mirza. Good evening, Mirza. You are now allowed to unmute Mirza and you can have an introduction.
Hey, hi, Sunil. This is Navnath.
Okay.
Hi,
Good
can you hear
evening.
me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Sunil. Yeah. So I have like 8 years of experience and I'm working for a company called AECOM. Earlier, I used to work for IBM. Now I'm part of AECOM. And the reason why I joined this I'm joining this AWS course because in our company, there are other technologies as well, like Citrix and Nasuni. So these are the
All the products are moving
all
to
the products.
AWS.
Yes, all the
Your
products are going to
your
AWS.
clients or your organization are planning to move their products on cloud. Am I right now? Am I right?
Exactly, Navnath. Yes, yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
I work for AECOM, and my company, we are moving a lot of things to AWS, and IBM is kind of like vendor for us. So most of the things are done by IBM. So I work as a manager. So being a part
Okay.
of like a manager, I need to understand how the thing works. Only then I can make decision with IBM.
You are
So
right.
this is the main reason why I am into this course.
Okay. So you know AWS? Did you experimented anywhere? Do you look at any videos, or is it completely new for you?
Oh, no, it's not completely new for me, but I have seen videos. Do you know what, Sunil? When you watch videos, it's the one-way direction learning. Yeah, there is nothing like I can ask someone that if I have any doubts. So I believe that when I come into the same situation, when I have doubts or queries, so you will be there for help us.
Perfect.
So I'm
Okay.
quite interested in this
Okay.
course.
So how do you happen to know about this training details?
We have a WhatsApp group wherein what we do, we all fans, we share like openings from different companies and stuff.
Any
So one of
useful
my
informations?
Yes, any useful information which can help others to join the courses, companies, and can get opportunities.
Okay.
So from there, I got to know about this course.
Thank you. Thank you, Navneet. Thank you for joining. I hope you'll have a wonderful learning experience with respect to AWS. Okay.
I will. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mirza. Can you hear me, Mirza? We cannot hear you. You need to check your audio settings.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now, Mirza.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I am Mirza Munawar Beg. I am from Nagpur, Maharashtra.
Okay.
Basically, I know about this course from one of my friends. We have the WhatsApp group regarding the vacancies. So he informed me regarding this course. And basically, I have 2-year experience in a teaching field
Okay.
as a professor. But
Okay.
I want to switch into the IT fields. So that's why I joined this course.
Welcome, Mirza. Only thing, whenever you want to switch from non-IT industry to IT industry, step one, what you need to do, you need to pick up a technology which is very good in the market. Okay,
Yes.
AWS is right now very good. They're doing very good. There are a lot of opportunities in AWS. First thing, you have to pick up a technology which is very good in the market. It can be AWS, it can be artificial intelligence, machine learning, AngularJS, Node.js. So these are all latest technologies they're doing. So pick up one latest technology, and then you need to master it. Mirza, just attending the sessions will not help you. You need to master it. You need to do hands-on. You need to understand the concept. Okay, once you are done, once you get confidence, you have to prepare your resume and then get into the industry. Okay, so recently from a previous batch, one participant from a lecturer in an engineering college has successfully migrated to cloud platform. Okay, so Mirza, so I am hoping that you'll have a success story. Okay,
only AWS is sufficient for me or the other technology?
so AWS is good, but I strongly recommend after AWS, if you learn DevOps, you'll have more number of calls. Okay.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
To start with, AWS is okay. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you, Mirza. Welcome. One final call before getting into the agenda of today's session. Sandeep Sinha.
Hello, sir. Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing good, Sandeep. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. It's been like I did one of your classes like on the DevOps, and then I decided to start the AWS.
Okay.
Sorry for that.
Okay.
So, my experience is almost 10 years.
We cannot hear you, Sandeep, properly.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
please.
So I have 10 plus year experience in the application support field.
Okay.
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 And I did my Cisco before that, but currently I'm into the health industry.
Very good.
Into the health industry and supporting the foundation application.
Okay.
And mostly the database side. And as you grow, like then what happens when you go into the managerial role, then the technology is literally cut off.
You need to deal with multiple technologies and you need to be exposed
Exactly.
towards, especially in the cloud technology, because you need to.
Exactly, sir. So what happened, like, I got cut out from the latest one because the health technology does
Okay.
not change quickly. So that is one of the reason, like, I wanted to do yours, particularly AWS and DevOps. So
Okay.
I want to join this. So that's the reason I am here.
Perfect,
So
Sandeep. Okay.
hopefully I can, you can guide me and.
Definitely. You will enjoy the learning. How do you happen to know about this training?
I believe you know Mukesh. Okay, he is my colleague and he got
Oh.
placed in KPMG. So
I know Mukesh. Yes, you're right.
He was actually reporting to me. Then I mean, we all are in the same platform, like.
Okay.
So then he suggested, and I said, why not? I'll go and
Okay.
I'll do.
Yeah.
And I did one of your classes for
Oh.
DevOps, and I messaged
Okay.
you that since that timing is not matching, I'm working on the night shift.
Mm-hmm.
So I cannot attend that particular class.
Okay.
The next DevOps when you start, please let me know so I can join that.
So this timings, I hope it is okay for you, for the 5:30 to 6:30.
I'm a night shifter, so I took I have to come. I took this 1 hour my complete break.
Okay. For this training.
Yes.
Okay, Sandeep. Okay. Thank you. Nice to speak to you. Okay. Convey my regards to Mukesh.
Sure, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you for joining. So let's get into the concepts of AWS. Okay. Before getting into the concepts of AWS, I want to have a quick discussion with Amazon about Amazon. So Amazon is a multi-billion-dollar company located in USA. This organization, Amazon, has started in the year 1995, and the founder is Jeff Bezos. I hope we all know it. So their products were, first they are into selling DVDs, VCDs, and then MP3 and some electronic storages. Okay, softwares, video games. So they are these products primarily. Okay. And we all know Kindle ebook is also a hardware device. That's also a product of Amazon. So that's about the Amazon history. Now in the year 2006, my dear friends, in the year 2006, Amazon has launched AWS. In the year 2006, Amazon has launched AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. So whatever we are learning now, AWS is launched in the year 2006. And now they are the leading provider in the cloud computing services. This is a quick history about Amazon. So AWS is launched by Amazon. Okay, so AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. So what is this cloud platform? Okay, what is this cloud platform? Now Amazon is a major provider of cloud computing services. You don't worry about this technical jargons first. Cloud computing services. Don't worry about the technical jargons first. I'm here to clear you all the concepts. Okay, so don't worry and don't get confused first with the technical jargons. It is very simple. AWS is very, very simple and very, very easy to understand. In fact, I strongly believe that all the latest technologies are simplified. In fact, older technologies are difficult to understand. C, C++, they are very difficult. Now, all the latest technologies are easy. In fact, Amazon is very, very easy. I make it simplified. Okay, thank you. So we know what is AWS stands for, Amazon Web Services. Now it's a leading cloud provider, leading cloud computing services. So what is cloud computing services? What is cloud platform? All these concepts, I want to make it simplified. I want to make it simplified. If anybody asks you what is AWS, if anybody asks you what is AWS, okay, look at this. It is collection of, look at this. AWS is a collection of remote computing services. AWS is collection of remote computing services. What does that mean? Let's make it simplified. Let's make it simplified. Let's understand that AWS is collection of services. That's all. My dear friends, Amazon, AWS is collection of remote, don't worry about the technical terms like remote computing. AWS is collection of services, as simple as that. This collection of services together is making a platform called as cloud platform. What is AWS? My dear friends, AWS is collection of services. That's it. This combination of services is together called as a platform. That platform is called as a cloud platform. And if you want to use these services, these services are offered over the internet. If you want to use these services, you need to have an internet connectivity. That's it. If anybody asks you what is AWS, your answer should be AWS is nothing but collection of services. That's it. You may have a question, Sunil, what do you mean by service? You may have a question, Sunil, you are saying that AWS is collection of services. Okay, I don't worry about the technical jargons. I'm pointing to this particular term. Sunil, you said that AWS is collection of services. Now tell me, what do you mean by service? We all know Gmail, right? We all know Gmail. Gmail is an email service provided by Google. So you already are using services. You are already using one service of Google that is called Gmail. And if you want to use this Gmail, you need to have internet connection. Am I right? Yes, you are right. That's it. You already have started cloud services. You already are. We all know we are already working with cloud service. Example, Gmail. We all know Google Drive. My dear friends, we all know Google Drive, isn't it? It's a storage service. If you want to have an image, if you have a document, you want to upload it into your document, that's Google Drive. What is Google Drive? It's also a service provided by Google. And if you want to use this Google Drive, you need to have internet access. Agree or not? Yes, that's as simple as that. Like Gmail is a service, like Google Drive is a service. These are the services offered over the internet. AWS is also providing some set of services. So if anybody asks you what is AWS, AWS is nothing but simple. It's collection of services. The next question what comes to your mind is, Sunil, if you said it is collection of services, very good. So, okay, I understand. How many services AWS offered? Can we look into it practically? Yes, I'll show you. I'll now showing you, as I told you, my statement as AWS is collection of services. I'll log into AWS and then I'll show you the list of all the services provided by AWS. Okay. If you want to log into AWS, you have the URL aws.amazon.com. Let me log into aws.amazon.com. So this is nothing but the login URL of AWS, and I'll show you the collection of services. Okay. So let's get into it. So the URL is, my dear friends, what is the URL? aws.amazon.com. So what is AWS? Coming back to the point, what is AWS? Coming back to the basics, AWS is nothing but collection of services, right? How many services AWS offers now? I'm showing you. So let's log into aws.amazon.com. This is the URL of AWS. Sign in to the console. I want to log into AWS. I enter in my email address and I enter my password to log into AWS. I am logging into AWS. Observe. That's it. I have successfully logged into AWS. I'm sticking to that my first point. AWS is collection of, my dear friends, AWS is collection of services. Now I'm showing you a list of all the services. The moment you log in, can you see left side there's a drop down box? Okay, click on this. Now you are able to see all the services offered by AWS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are all the services provided by AWS. The close to more than 200 services provided by AWS. This collection of services is called as a cloud platform. AWS is simplified. AWS is nothing complex. AWS is nothing but collection of services offered over the internet. These are the list of services. Perfect. So I'm coming back to that point. So what is AWS? AWS is a collection of services. If you want to use these services, you need to have an internet connection. The website is url.aws.amazon.com. Now, to provide these many number of services, am I right? To provide these many number of services, AWS is maintaining data centers. To provide these many number of services to customers all over the world, if you want to provide all these services, they have to have data centers. Even Google is having data center. If you, let's say you are uploading an image in Google Drive. Let's make it simplified. If you are uploading an image in Google Drive, okay, where did that get stored? That will be stored in the data center. Similarly, if you want to provide, if as AWS is providing these many number of services, to provide these many number of services to customers all over the world, they are maintaining data centers. Okay, so coming back to the point, AWS is located in 25 regions. Each region is contained in single country. That means AWS is located in 25 countries. That means AWS data centers are available in 25 countries to provide the services to all of the customers all over the world. If you want to see where exactly AWS is maintaining the data centers, you can search for Google AWS Global Infrastructure Map. I want to search this in Google. I'm searching in Google AWS Global Infrastructure Map. So this will provide you the list of data centers, what AWS is maintaining. This means maintaining 25 regions. Look at this. These blue regions are 25 regions. So AWS is having their data centers in Mumbai. AWS is having their data center in Sydney to reach the customers of Australia. AWS is having their data centers in US, Oregon. AWS is having data centers in Europe. AWS is having data centers in Tokyo, Singapore. So these are all blue circles are nothing but data centers, and orange circles are coming soon. They're also coming soon in Hyderabad. To provide these many number of close to 200 services, to provide these many number of services to customers all over the world, AWS is maintaining data centers in countries. Those are called as regions. So the total 25 regions. That means AWS data centers are scattered to 25 countries. Okay, clear? So you know what is AWS now. AWS is as simple as that. It's just collection of services, and you already know what is a service. Let's move on. Okay. To learn more, to have a conceptual knowledge about the term cloud, to have a conceptual knowledge about the term called cloud, I want to discuss about these three terminologies. To have a conceptual knowledge about cloud, AWS is a collection of services together makes a cloud platform. To make this term cloud platform comfortable, to make platform comfortable, I want to discuss about these three terminologies: availability. I want to discuss about the conceptability. To start with, I want to discuss about the concept of availability. Rudra, can we have a talk?
Yes, Sunil. Yeah.
Good evening, Rudra. Can we have a talk?
Yeah, yes, Sunil. We can talk.
I want to discuss with you to make sure the concept of availability is very clear for everybody. Okay. I want to discuss about the concept of availability. Okay. Now. Okay. Look at this. So Rudra, let's say you have some data. Okay. Data can be images, okay, or documents, okay, or audio files or video files. You have some data with you. Okay. You have some data with you. You want to store some data. You want to store some images. You want to store some documents. You want to store some audio files or files. So to save this data, so what Rudra, generally what we do, we buy a pen drive, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's say you have bought a pen drive of 16 GB size. As your plan is to save some data, Rudra, so what you have done, you have bought a hardware. Hardware is nothing but the pen drive of size how much? 16 GB. And you have saved all your images, all your documents and audio files and video files in your pen drive of 16 GB size. Got it?
Yes.
Clear, Rudra? Okay.
Yeah.
So your requirement is fulfilled. You have successfully saved your data in the pen drive. Now your pen drive is at home and you are in office, Rudra. Okay. Your pen drive is at your home and you are working in office. Can you access the data? Can you access the data? No, you cannot access the data because right now you are in, you can access the data. Right now you're in office and the hardware is not with you.
Yes.
You can access the data only when the hardware is with you. Agree or not, Rudra? So
Yes,
this way of storing the data is not 100% available.
Yes.
This approach of saving the data, which approach? The approach of saving the data in pen drive is not 100% available. It is available only when the hardware is with you.
Yes.
Then only it is accessible. It's not 100% accessible. Am I right, Rudra?
Yes, you're right.
Instead of pen drive, if you have stored your data somewhere in Google Drive, okay?
Yes.
Rudra, instead of pen drive, you have stored your data in Google Drive.
Right.
You may be in a home, you may be in office, you may be in a US, or you may be in another place. You can have access to your data anytime.
Yes.
Only thing what is required is internet connectivity. Agree or not? Yes, that's called
I agree.
availability. That's called availability.
Yeah.
AWS or any cloud platform, AWS promises availability. AWS, what it promises? Availability. When you use AWS services, these services are available anywhere.
Where?
Anywhere in the world, you can access these services. Okay. Only thing what is required is internet connectivity. Okay. So availability is the first advantage clients can enjoy. Availability is the first advantage clients can enjoy. Okay. When they go for cloud. Rudra. Got it? Have you anytime seen Netflix down? Let's say you want to watch a movie. You want to watch a movie. Have you anytime seen Netflix down? No.
No.
100% available. Only thing what is required is internet connectivity. Okay. So the first advantage, your application, when I say data, you need to think big. It can be application, whatever it is 100% available. It is 100% availability. So clients prefer cloud platform rather than on-premises environments. On-premises environments are nothing but their own data centers. May not be 100% available, but here AWS promises 100% availability. Clear, Rudra, about the concept of availability?
Yeah,
Am I clear about the concept of availability? Yes.
Yeah, clear, sir.
Thank you. The first advantage, what the cloud platform provider like AWS promises is availability. Is the concept of availability. Okay. Scalability. So Rudra, I want to continue discussion with you with respect to concept of scalability. To save your data, you are using a pen drive. Rudra, to save your data, you are using a pen drive of how much? 16 GB. Once you started saving your data in the pen drive, let's say after 1 month, you came to know that 16 GB is not sufficient. I'm repeating the statement again. Rudra, you already have invested some amount on procuring the hardware. Okay. And then you have started using saving your data. After 1 month, after 1 month or after a couple of months, you came to know that 16 GB is not sufficient. You have more data. You have 20 GB of data, 25 GB of data. Now tell me, is this hardware fulfilling your requirements? No. Is this hardware fulfilling the requirements? No, it is not fulfilling the requirements because this hardware is not flexible. It's not scalable. The concept is not this way of traditional approach of saving the data is not scalable. I'm talking about the concept of availability. So coming to the first term availability, coming to the first term, I'm not talking about the second term, I'm talking about the first term called availability. AWS promises 11 nines of availability at any point of time. The infrastructure which is used, or if the infrastructure which is on AWS is 100% available. Okay, 11 nines of availability. That's the first availability. The second term is what? Second term, what we have to understand is scalability. What do you mean by term scalability? Scalability is nothing but ability to grow in size. Instant
Dynamically.
elasticity. Eliminate the guessing of your infrastructure needs. Okay, so clients, businesses don't generally they worry about infrastructure needs. For example, Rudra, let's say when you are planning to buy a laptop, Rudra, let's say generally when we are planning to buy a laptop, we think 2 times or we think 3 times. Should I go with 8 GB RAM of laptop, or should I buy 4 GB RAM laptop? Should I buy 500 GB of hard drive space, or should I buy 1 TB of hard drive space? Shall I go for i5 processor, or shall I go for i3 processor? We think twice or thrice, isn't it? We ask your friends, shall I go for 8 GB memory, or shall I go for 16 GB memory? How much should be the, shall I go for i5 processor? We think twice, because once you invest, there's no concept of again regretting. Agree or not, Rudra? Because this kind of infrastructure is fixed. There's no concept of scalability. Are you understanding, Rudra? Whereas
modification is difficult.
It's not possible practically in this approach, in the traditional approach.
Yes.
So if clients wants to run their businesses, clients like applications like let's, for example, I want to start my own business, something like Flipkart, Rudra. I want to start my own business, something like Flipkart, or I want to start my own online shopping portal. So how much servers I should procure, how much RAM I should procure? It's to run 24/7, we should have servers. I don't need to worry about infrastructure requirements. Infrastructure, you don't need to guess the infrastructure requirements. If you use AWS is highly scalable. Okay, so let's say if the business is increasing, we can increase the infrastructure in AWS. If the business is decreasing, we can scale down the infrastructure. So that's the advantage what the clients utilize. Rudra, the concept is scalability. Scalability is nothing but ability to grow in size. So AWS infrastructure is completely scalable. You can instantly scale up and scale down. So clients don't worry about guessing the infrastructure requirements because it is highly scalable. So you don't need to worry about this. As the business grows, I can scale up the infrastructure. If the business is lost, I can remove the infrastructure. So I'm not procuring hardware, isn't it? Are you understanding? So that's the concept of scalability. I hope I'm very clear, my dear friends, in explaining you these three terminologies. These three terminologies defines the cloud platform. First is cloud platform is 100% available. The cloud platform is 100% scalable. Okay, clear about this? Thank you, Rudra, for your time.
Scalability. Yes. Thank you.
Next. Rushikesh Shinde. Can you hear me, Rushikesh?
Yeah, able to hear you.
Clear whatever I'm saying, the concept of availability, Rushikesh? The concept of scalability. Okay. These three terminologies, Rushikesh, I'm coming back to the point of cloud platform. These three terminologies defines the cloud. What are the three terminologies which defines the cloud? Availability, scalability. The next thing what we need to do is to pay as you go basis. Okay. Rishikesh, what do you mean by pay as you go basis? Let's say I want to start a business. I need some servers. I need some hardware. I need some infrastructure. Okay. I don't need to buy the infrastructure upfront. Okay. I will be using the infrastructure. Already AWS is having infrastructure in their data centers. So I'll be using their infrastructure. I'll be paying the infrastructure. I'll be paying for the infrastructure which I use. This concept is called as what? Rushikesh, this concept is called as what?
Yeah, pay as you go. Yeah.
Okay. For example, Rushikesh, can I have a discussion with you, Rushikesh, with respect to the term called pay as you go basis? For example, Rushikesh, I want to travel. Right now I'm in Hyderabad. I want to travel to Bangalore. Okay. Now, what I can do, I can procure the car. I can buy a car of investing 10 lakhs and then I can go on my own car. I can commute to Bangalore. Agree or not? This is option one. In option one, what I have upfront infrastructure. I am buying the infrastructure upfront, isn't it? I'm investing. And later I came to know that traveling to Bangalore is not a frequent activity. Then obviously my investment is lost. Agree or not? Instead of procuring the car, I can hire a car on Ola or Uber and I go for long distances and I'll be paying only for the number of kilometers I have traveled. Am I right, Rushikesh? This concept is called as what? Pay as you go basis. So clients don't need to invest millions and crores of rupees for procuring hardware. They are not doing that now. What they're doing, hardware is already available by AWS data centers. Rishikesh, hardware is already available in AWS data centers. If as a businessman, I will be using the hardware which is already there in the AWS data center and be paying the rent for the amount of infrastructure I have used it. So low ongoing cost. I can start business with less infrastructure. Am I right, Rishikesh? That's called as low ongoing cost, pay as you go basis. There's no upfront expenditure. There's no long-term commitments. So this is the three important terminologies which defines the cloud platform. The three important terminologies which defines the cloud platform. These are the three important terminologies which are defining the cloud platform. That is availability, pay, scalability, and pay as you go basis. Okay. Thank you, Rishikesh. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. This concept of availability scalability, and pay as you go basis are not just advantages of AWS. Or not just advantages of AWS. AWS is an example of a cloud platform, my dear friends. AWS is one example of a cloud platform. Similar to AWS, there are many other cloud platform providers in the world. Similar to AWS, the other cloud platforms which are available is Microsoft Azure, Google is also having their own cloud platform called as GCP. Oracle is having their own cloud platform called as Oracle Cloud. IBM is also having its own cloud platform called as IBM Cloud. Alibaba is also having their own cloud platform called Alibaba Cloud. There are many cloud platform providers available in the world. There are many cloud platform providers. This concept of availability, scalability, and pay as you go basis is not just advantages of AWS. Even you Azure, if the client selects Azure also you will experience the availability, scalability, and pay as you go basis. IBM also availability, pay, scalability, and pay as you go basis. This is a concepts of cloud platform. It's not just concepts of AWS, the availability. If the infrastructure is issues of AWS, if the client selects Azure infrastructure, it's 100% available. It's 100% scalable. And Azure also, and not all the cloud platforms are 100% available, 100% scalable, and 100% pay as you go basis. These are concepts of cloud platform. There are many cloud platform providers available in the market, out of which we are learning AWS. So coming to the cloud platform providers, if you look at this slide, according to the recent survey done by Gartner is a market research organization. They always provide results by doing the research, and they have announced that the top leading cloud platform provider is AWS. The number one cloud platform provider is AWS. The second leading cloud platform provider is Microsoft Azure. The third leading cloud platform provider is Google. So these are the top three cloud platform providers available in the world. The remaining other cloud platform providers does not come into the leader quadrant. These are leaders. These are market leaders. The other cloud platforms are not leaders. Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud, IBM Cloud. There are many other cloud platforms. Still, they need to increase their vision and they need to increase their abilities. So the top leading cloud platforms available in the world. The top three cloud platform providers are AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud, GCP. Out of all these three, the number one cloud platform provider is AWS. The number one cloud, the first of its kind. First of its kind. What first of its kind is nothing but this concept of cloud platform is started by AWS. And then followed with the other providers like Microsoft and GCP. Clear about this? So the concept of availability, scalability, and pay as you go basis is not just for AWS. This applies for all the cloud platforms. These are concepts of cloud platform. Clear? Perfect. Next. So let's have any questions? Let's have an interaction. Please raise your hand for the participants who are on to have an interaction. Yes. Sandeep Rao, Juwadi.
Hi, Sunil.
Hi, Sandeep.
Yeah, there is a term I heard like 11 nines in availability.
Yes.
What does it mean, 11 nines?
99.119 is nothing but close to 100%, isn't it?
Okay, percentage.
That is the percentage. Okay.
Okay. And
1 minute. AWS promises 11 nines, so that is 99.9999 percentage. That's about percentage. That means close to 100% availability. Sandeep, okay. So if there is any natural disaster at specific region also, okay, assuming there's an earthquake in Mumbai and then the complete data center is lost, but still the data is not lost because they have their recovery, they will be synchronized with other regions. Okay, so that's the reason AWS provides 100% available closed. Clear, Sandeep? That's about percentage.
So will the data be, if I store an image, will it be stored in one
yes,
data zone,
synchronous,
or it's all the data zones?
No. One region, one more data center in different region. We need to select it as recovery zone. So always it will be synchronized. Okay.
Okay.
Clear, Sandeep?
Yeah. These recording sessions will be shared with us.
Yes, I'll tell you about the recordings. Okay. Are you in the WhatsApp group?
Yes.
You will get the updates. Okay, Sandeep. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And very important, all the participants should be in the WhatsApp group to get the daily updates. All the participants should be in the WhatsApp group to get the daily updates. If you are not part of the WhatsApp group, I think some participants are not part of the WhatsApp group. If the participants are not, if some of the participants don't join the duplicate groups, so I am sending you a WhatsApp group link in the chat box. If the participants who are not part of the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group using this link. If you are already part of the WhatsApp group, please do not join the WhatsApp group and make it full. Okay. This is about batch number 37. If 37 is full, then go for 33. If 37 becomes full, then go for 33 group. Okay. So please, whoever is not part of the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group. Okay. Yes, perfect. Ravi Jampani. Good evening, Ravi.
I'm audible now?
Yes, you are audible, Ravi. Welcome. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks.
Thank you.
So first of all, thank you for this session. So my question here is, so out of these, the three are leaders, right? You said one is AWS and Azure and GCP. Do we have any specific reason to AWS is become as a first place, or I mean, is it having additional features?
Okay. First point, the main reason why AWS is leading is it is first of its kind, Ravi. Okay. By the time the second competitor entered in the market, it's already have captured the market share. Okay. So that's one strong reason because of which AWS is number one. Okay. Clear? Clear. Second point. With respect to the number of services, AWS provides different types of services which is specific to business industry. Okay, so for example, hosting businesses like Netflix, Amazon, they need one type of services. Applications like web applications, they need different types of services. So it provides a different diversity of services. That's a second advantage. But now the second advantage, you cannot say it as an advantage because other competitors are also making them more mature by increasing number of services. So I strongly one reason why AWS is number one is that it's first of its kind. By the time it entered the market, by the time the second competitor entered the market, it has actually captured the market share. So that's the reason AWS is number one. Clear, Ravi?
Yeah, fine.
Yes. Okay. And AWS and the cloud platforms are becoming more and more cheaper, affordable, Ravi, because of the competition. Okay, so that's very important. Yes.
Okay, fine. Thanks.
Thank you. Narayan Rajput.
Hi, Sunil.
Yes, Narayan. Your question, please.
Yeah, actually, I'm totally a fresher for AWS. I'm open, but just now I opened my wings to fly on this cloud.
How are you feeling today's session? Is that okay?
Yeah, is it? I'm working as a desktop engineer.
Okay.
Last 3 years to 7 months.
Okay.
And the growth is not going properly with that desktop engineer. So I just switched to the cloud I planned for that.
Perfect.
So that's why I joined this AWS.
How is today's session? Are you comfortable?
It's always rocking.
Like this, every day, every session will be comfortable. You don't need to doubt on that. Okay. Only thing what you need to be focused and do hands-on. Practice is very important, Narayan. Okay.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy the
Thanks
training.
a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Sean Rodriguez.
Hey, hi, Sunil. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Sean. How are you doing? You're from which location?
I'm from Melbourne, Australia.
I think it's very late for you now.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's the reason I asked that are the recordings available or not.
Okay.
So I've been working as an automation engineer with a US-based startup company, and there they are shifting. They're using AWS Device Farm, and also I have a basic idea of all of that. But I am much into space of solution architecture. I'm looking forward for that certification right now. So one of my friends suggested your tutorial, so it's really great.
Okay, sure. So I'll be discussing about the certification in the next slide. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Sean. Rajkumar Kaniveni.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Raj. How are you doing?
Good evening, sir. I'm good, sir. Thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Your question, please.
My question is, IoT also come under the services,
no,
right?
No, IoT is IoT supported services. We have specialized services in AWS that supports IoT. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Raj.
okay.
Okay. So if you are from IoT domain, you have to you have to learn those services which are helping IoT for the clients. Okay. So you'll understand it. So okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Raj. Okay. Perfect. Let's move on. Let's move on. So as I have just logged in, my dear friends, we have logged into AWS and we have seen there are close to 200 services. Agree or not? So are we learning all the 200 services? Do you think learning all the 200 services is right approach of learning AWS? No, not at all. Industry specific services we are having, there are a lot of industry specific services. Manufacturing industries will use some service, IT industries will use some service, infrastructure based industries will use some service. Okay, networking related. So industry specific services are also available. Okay, so it's not right approach to learn all the 200 services. So what are the list of services which we will be covering? These are the list of services which we'll be covering as part of a training course. I'm sorry, I think I need to modify the time. 1 minute. It's not 6:30, it will be 5:30 p.m. So what are the list of services which are covered as part of training course? So these are the list of services which we'll be covering. We'll be learning with starting with EC2, S3, IAM, Elastic Load Balancer, Auto Scaling, Virtual Private Cloud, Route 53, Relational Database Service, Elastic Beanstalk, Cloud Trail, SES, Email Service, Queuing Service, Notification Service, Cloud Formation, Cloud Front, and Cloud Watch. These are all the list of services which are covered as part of a training course. What is the duration of the course? The duration of the course is 25 days. And what are the session timings? Session timings like how we have started today, it's at 5:30 to 6:30 as per India time. And what's the session duration? Session duration is 1 hour. So these are the list of services which are covered. I have frequently picked up the important services which are used by almost all the clients. These are the list of services which are used by almost all the clients. When you go to an interview, definitely you'll get the questions from these particular services. So I've picked up the most frequently, most highly in demand services, and we have prepared the course content. So this is a list of topics which are covered as part of a training course. Next. Many of you will have definitely question with respect to certification. I'm sure many participants are having question with respect to certification. So that's the reason let's have a discussion about this slide. You may have a question. Sunil, this training, will it help me to become certified? So before answering your question, so I just want to show you that AWS provides different types of certifications. In fact, AWS provides 4 levels of certification. You can say foundational level, associate level, professional level, and specialty level. How many levels? First, you have to understand that AWS provides 4 levels of certification. In foundational level, there's one certification. In associate level, as you can see, we have 3 certifications. In professional level, there are 2 certifications. The specialty level, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 certifications. So these are the types of certifications what AWS provides. Next point. There is no importance for foundational level in the market. There is no much importance for foundational level in the foundational level certification in the market. So there's no importance for this certification. My training, this training which we have designed, is keeping in view AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate level. So this training will help you. This training which is designed will help you to become AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate level. So this is the training this is the certification which you aim for. The most preferred certification, all the certifications, is Solutions Architect. So Solutions Architect certification is preferable from the operations team if you're from network engineer, if you're a system administrator, if you're a Windows administrator, if you're a desktop engineer, if you are from Linux administrator, you may be network administrator, you may be from storage industry, whatever it is. Solutions Architect Associate level is the best certification you have to aim for. You may be from a developer also. You may be a Java developer or a Python developer where you are frequently communicating to your cloud platform for managing the services. So this is the right certificate. This is not specific to operations team. It is for developers also. So this training is designed for AWS Certified Solutions Architect. So after completing all this course, obviously you'll be getting the dumps also. You need to prepare from the dumps. Dumps are nothing but frequently asked questions. They're close to 250 questions. You need to be perfect in all those questions, and then you should be perfect in the concepts so that you can go and appear for Solutions Architect and you can be certified. So this training will help you to become AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate level. And remember, if you want to appear for associate level, you don't think that we should complete foundational level first. No. It's not compulsory that you have to complete foundational level and then jump into associate level. You can directly appear for associate level also. Okay. So this training, I am clearing about the certification. This training helps you to become AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate level. Perfect. Okay. Anyways, we'll have to spend some time to have an interaction with some of the participants. But if you want more information about the training, you can give a missed call to this number. As you can see in the slide, you can give a missed call to this number so that our team will call back to you. Okay, to provide you more information, whatever you require. Okay, perfect. So let's get into more interaction. So I think there are a lot of participants, obviously, but I'm sure we cannot have interaction with all the participants. So let's have interaction with some of the participants. Sorry. Selva Ellen. Good evening, Selva.
Yeah, hi, good evening.
Yes. How is today's session?
Yeah, today is very nice, the session.
Thank you.
And I do have more questions. I thought like I have raised a hand, but you didn't
Okay.
listen to me.
They're close to 300 participants raising the hand, Selva. So I randomly pick up some of the participants to have an interaction. That's it. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
So I actually I got a question with pay as you go services.
Okay.
So it is like if you request for the services, it is for what request we get depending upon the we need to pay or something.
You are right.
Yeah, correct. Okay.
The amount of infrastructure you are using. Okay. There are a lot of services, Selva, as I have shown you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's log into AWS. This is the AWS login console. Selva,
Yeah,
you
there
have
are more
experience
than
with it. So they are close to 200 services. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say you're using the first service called EC2. EC2 is all about creating virtual machines. Okay. So when you use this for, let's say you are using it for, let's say 1 month, you'll be paying only for 1 month. Okay. If you use it for 10 days, you'll be paying only for 10 days. If you use it for 1 day, you'll be paying for 1 day. If you're not using it, you don't need to, you will not get a bill. It's all about how, which services you are using. Let's say we have a service called storage service, Selva. You can see here.
Yeah.
Storage is all about something like Google. You can visualize as a Google Drive because we already have experience in Google Drive. It's also a storage service, isn't it, Selva? Something similar to it. We have S3 is also a storage service. So if you store 1 GB, there's a limitation. 15 GB, it's free. If you store 100 GB, you get a bill. Okay. If you store 500 GB, you get more bill. If you don't store any data, you will not get the bill. It's all about the amount of infrastructure which you are using. According to that, you are billable. Clear, Selva? Am I clear? Pay as you go basis.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything more, Selva? You're from which city?
Yeah, I'm from Tamil Nadu and I'm working for Tech Mahindra as a senior software engineer.
Very good. Okay.
The designation is a senior software engineer, but I'm working on the Arman migration. It's a security software which
I know Oracle Arman, isn't it? DBA.
Armor is the security software which has been installed on our Azure servers and the AWS servers. So I'll be logging to the AWS servers and we'll be installing this application, Armor application.
Okay.
So I can log into the server like in the Armor portal, AWS portal, like creating the access, and I will see some IP address .ec2. I don't know.
Okay.
What is that? So now I'm learning. Now I become to know that the EC2 is the virtual machine. So
day by day, we will get into more deeper concepts of understanding about AWS, so you can easily relate what exactly you're doing in your industry, Selva. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. How do you happen to know about this training?
Yeah, actually, my friend, he's my colleague actually, Naushad Khan. So he has shared me this link. So and also I have another question. You showed me to join in the WhatsApp group like 30.
I have sent you 2 groups. Okay.
Yeah, actually, I'm in the group in the 31. I think so. Sorry.
81 hyphen. The group name.
Yeah, 81-27 is the group which.
Yeah, you are in the right group.
Okay, that is. But you have showed me in the 37. So that got my.
No. So all the groups name starts with 81. Okay, this is batch 81.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in the group 81-27.
That's enough. You are in the right group. Okay. Do not join the duplicate groups. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Selva. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mrudula Dulipala. Good evening, Mrudula. How are you doing?
Good evening, Sunil. This is Mrudula. I'm from Andhra. Actually, I'm from completely non-IT field, Sunil. I'm from pharmacy field. I have a 3 years experience in pharmacy, but I want to move to IT field. So I have selected AWS.
Okay. Why did you select AWS? Did anybody suggest it?
Yeah, my brother suggested that it is a very boomed now. So is it my past experience is eligible for get a job in AWS?
No, past experience will not help you to get into AWS because your past experience is pharmacy domain, isn't it?
Yeah.
What you have to do, you have to acquire the skills first, Mrudula. I strongly recommend to complete AWS. And then afterwards, I recommend you to learn DevOps also. Once you complete and acquire both the skills, you need to prepare a resume. Okay. You need to prepare a resume of 2.5 years of 3 years of fake experience. You need to project it. Okay. Because in the market, everyone wants skilled resources. Everyone wants there are openings for freshers also, but you are passed out. You will not be qualified as a fresher because you're passed out 3 years back. Agree or not? So this 2021 part 2020, 21, these are called as freshers. So you have to project experience, and once you're perfect with the strong knowledge you have it, you can project your experience, and then you can start attending the interviews and you can crack it. Okay, you may be from pharmacy. Other participants can be from the from non-IT background. You may be from the MBA background or mechanical background, whatever it is. There are a lot of success stories who have successfully migrated the technologies, Mrudula. You have to stay focused. That's what I'm doing, telling right from day one, right from beginning. Stay focused, acquire the skills, and then get confidence. We already have completed 3 projects. Those 3 projects are available in the YouTube channel also. We are planning for 4th project. Okay. So project explanations, you have to listen, and then you have to understand the project. That project, you need to present it in the interview so that it will be effective. Okay. It's a
thank
journey.
you so much, Sunil.
It's a journey. You need to spend at least 3 months. Okay. so
Yeah,
that you get the
sure.
result.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
Namita? Thank you.
Today I don't have any
That's fine.
doubts.
That's fine. Okay.
Sunil has
Yeah.
okay till now. Thank
Okay.
you.
How do you happen to know about this training? Your brother suggested this?
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
thank you.
Minesh Prajapati. Good evening, Minesh. How are you doing? Minesh, can you hear me? How are you doing? You have to unmute and talk. Amita Jaiswal.
Hi,
Good evening, Amita. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's a morning here. I'm from USA.
Okay. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. So I was thinking of doing this AWS course from long, but like, you get caught up in your work and then you think I'll do. But then my friend, he's also in US, but originally belongs to Hyderabad. He forwarded this WhatsApp invite to me. And I joined this. And when I found that the time actually works for me, it's in the morning 8 to 9. So my work starts at 9. So
perfect.
And this really
okay.
works.
So may I know your experience?
Yeah, I have a 14 years of experience in as a Java developer. And yeah.
You're currently working in Java as a Java developer.
Yes, I'm currently working as a Java developer.
Any specific reason why are you planning to learn AWS?
It's like I want to enhance my skill in other technologies also. So, and since AWS is very niche and hot in the market right now, so I wanted to learn this also. And also my in my application, like the application I work on, we also use a lot of
AWS cloud platform.
Not AWS, but like most of the servers, they are now migrating to cloud. So I wanted to know about this cloud.
It's good decision, Amita. Even though you're a developer, having exposed towards the cloud platform, how exactly cloud platform helps in managing the servers, this will make yourself more comfortable and more easy, in fact, in your career. Okay, so this AWS or cloud platform skill set is equally good for both developers as well as from the operations team, Amita. Okay, so hope you will enjoy the rest of that. Do you know AWS or is it completely
No,
new?
it's new to me, totally new to me.
So how is today's session, the introduction?
Today's session was very nice. I really liked it.
Thank you.
And
okay,
for more sessions, and I'd like to read this course. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you as well. Bye. Okay, so what's our plan for tomorrow's session? Okay, today we had an introduction what is AWS. I also have shown you how to log into AWS, and it's AWS is just as simple as collection of services. We have not just jumped into service. What's our plan for tomorrow's session? Tomorrow's session we jump into practicals. We'll be starting the first service called as EC2. As you can see, we'll be starting the first service called as EC2. If I want to show you practicals, you should have an AWS account. You should have a AWS account. I already have an AWS account. That's why I have logged in and showing you list of all the services. How can you do hands-on? Only when you have an AWS account. I'm sure some participants are already having AWS account, but I'm sure many participants are not having AWS account. So tomorrow's agenda, I'll show you how to create a new AWS account. I'll be showing you how to create a new AWS account. Once we had learned about the experience of, once we'll experience how to create a new AWS account, we'll log it to AWS and then we'll be jumping on to the first service called as an EC2. Elastic Compute Cloud, we'll be jumping into the first service called as an EC2. So what is EC2? Okay, how exactly we need to deal with EC2. So tomorrow's session is all about practicals of EC2 service and creating a new AWS account. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed today's session. Thank you all for joining. If you want to have more questions about this training, you can give anyways a missed call as I have shown you. You can give a missed call to this particular number. Our team will call back to you to give you more details. So see you tomorrow at same time, same meeting link, my dear friends. Meeting link will not change. The meeting link will be the same. You please join like how today you have joined the same meeting link, and then we'll be jumping into practicals of creating a new AWS account, and we'll be jumping into the first service called EC2. I hope you have enjoyed this session. Thank you all for joining and see you tomorrow. Bye everybody. Thank you very much.